Stagsy, mate. What a beautiful day. Brand new YT Jeffsy. We're about to do a bike check. One of my favorite bikes in the quiver. Let's get into the details. I'll run more over what's new about the bike. We won't go too deep into the spec. It's pretty similar to what I normally run, but she's had a full geo overhaul, so yeah, we'll go over some of the new features. Like if I have to have one bike, especially at home, then this is what I'm gonna pick. And I'll tell you why. Let's get her out in the sun, Stagsy, for a bit of nice viewing.
Hey, make sure Max is at the top.
Ah, bro, you're getting a bit.
Come on.
You're getting a bit arsky now.
The bike check, mate. Maybe you're right.
You're getting way too arsky, Stagsy.
Yeah, that's better.
You like that shit?
We like that shit.
Alright. You gotta keep your filmer happy, eh? Always keep your filmer happy.
How about those cranks?
Bro, come on.
Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna care whether the cranks are there though. Anyway, tell us in the comments, people, would you not watch this video if I didn't adjust those cranks? Let us know. Stagsy says that you wouldn't. I say otherwise. Alright, back into it. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is probably my favorite bike for Oz. It's super snappy. It accelerates so well. It's so easy to generate speed through like flat and pumpy sections. And it just makes riding these more mellow, flowy, like pumpy trails so much more fun, because when you're on the Capra and you've got 165 rear travel, some of this stuff, it's kind of boring because there's not enough chunk, or it's not gnarly enough to really test the capabilities of the bike. So yeah, riding a little agile trailer like this just makes riding these trails so much funner. Run through some basics, mate. So we got 150 on the front, 145 on the rear. Got the XL frame, mate. We're running space blue because she's an absolute rocket. You got a flip chip down here. You can put it in high or low. Always low, baby, always low. Mate, she's had the full geo overhaul. Everything's been updated. I'll give you a rundown on some newer stuff. We won't go into the spec too much because, I don't know, nothing special. I'll maybe just talk about a couple things in the spec at the end that I've done just to make it a more playful, like, fun bike. They've gone a little bit bigger wheelbase, mate, a bit more stability on that high speed stuff. Also slackened the head angle out a degree, which is nice because, yeah, the old Jeffsy was getting a bit outdated with those angles. They've also changed the kinematics a bit, worked on the anti-squat, so basically just made less pedal bob, and you can feel that. You can accelerate out of turns so good. If you've got like a little snappy uphill or a little sprint, it just motors up them. And just even like climbing up to the top of tracks and stuff, pedals real well. They've also ramped up the end progression. Bit more sauce, so you can still send it without just blowing straight through the travel. Yeah, if you've seen that Metal Monday, we took it up Barrington last week, and it is send certified, people. Still goes large. We've got the addition of the stash box. Very handy, mate. Put your snacks in there, put your Moir TV stickers in there, put your tools in there. Put whatever the f you want in there, Stagsy. We don't care, but just stash some shit, because it's always good having a bit of extra storage. It's been separated from the bottle mount too, because sometimes there's issues with a bottle being too heavy or like getting wobbly, rattly bottle. We got the size specific chainstays, because sometimes one size don't fit all, Stagsy. Large and XL have a 5mm longer chainstay, so they haven't just slapped the same chainstay on all sizes. Each size is balanced. And you've got endless spec options, with this being the first model to launch Core 1 to Core 5 specs. Core 1 and 2 are alloy if you are a Metal Monday Mad Dog, and then the rest of the full carbon. Since this is my home, fun, play bike, going for a little bit, I guess, lighter build, still strong, still strong stuff, because we still go hard on it. But yeah, slightly different setup. I got 150 in the front, 145 in the rear, and I run, like typically for enduro racing, I'd run between 30 and 35% sag. For this thing, I run between 20 and 25, just way more pumping and ripping turns and trying to carry and generate speed, so I don't want it too soggy at all. And then you can also send some stuff without just blowing through your travel. Most of it's pretty standard, like pretty much the same as my Capra. I like to try run the same parts on all my bikes so they feel similar. Few little tweaks. Got the carbon wheels on this with the sick silver i9 hubs, but these carbon wheels were off my old Jeffsy. I'm putting some DT ones on. I'll grab them there in the car. I just brought these bad boys home. Have not put them on yet. DT Swiss EXC 1200. Not what I'd run on my Capra, but exactly what I want for this bike. Super stiff, and yeah, there's not a lot of give or flex to rob you of any speed. So when you're pumping or just ripping corners as hard as you can, it feels like you just get shot out of it. Whereas an alloy wheel, or even those, they're a bit more flexy, which is good in a lot of cases, but for what I want on this bike, I want something like pretty stiff. Obviously, that's not good when you're trying to track over off-camber routes or real chattery flat corners or anything where you want traction over rough stuff. The stiffness isn't as good, but for my Oz bike, love these things. But I'm gonna need to get those silver hubs on there, I reckon. Right, they're too bling.
They look good.
They're too bling. I'm just frothing the silver lately. They're also just super light, so that's the whole idea of this fun, playful bike. Light, throw it around, accelerate fast. Goes with the theme, bro. I've got the Minion DHR 2.4s front and rear for a bit more rolling speed. When I'm racing enduro, I normally run the Assegai on the front. Sometimes if it's a real bermy, like bike parky track where you need good roll speed, I'll run the DHR front and rear, but mainly Assegai front. Got the GX Axis transmission on there, just because that's what they gave me. I normally run the XO, but I'll tell you what, I do like the battery position on this. It's like tucked right away in there safely. Very nice. Got the new Code Ultimate Stealth levers, add a bit more silver in the mix. And we finished it off with the Moir TV. Bro, Team Rider. Moir TV Team Rider sticker.
Team Rider.
Apparently, mate. Apparently. I think that's all of it, eh?
Still no 200mm dropper.
Still no 200mm dropper, man. One of these days, man. One of these days. Nah, it doesn't matter on this bike anyway. It's only when you're riding super steep stuff that I could maybe use it. Okay, people, thank you for watching. That's my Jeffsy. Absolute weapon of a horse. So go snap some shit up. Peace.